Good morning. Welcome to day 30, Quantum's Liberty. Hello, buddies. Some water. There we go. Hope this day's finding you well. My voice might be a little bit crackly today because of the fires. There's a lot of smoke in California. So let's see. Today I have on the phone with me little Marion, whose nickname is Suzy. And so we will be talking with her. Her mother and I used to run around at their farmhouse on the East Coast, and Suzy hurt her hand. So she's going to have a little tapping session because she was feeling stressed out about doing all her schoolwork. And how is she going to be doing that and please her teachers? So I thought we'd start tapping on the karate chop point. And the reason we do this is because, so everybody's tapping along with me. Suzy's tapping. Thanks, sweetheart. So, I would just like to tell you that this is the karate chop point, also called side of the hand point, and you just take like 4 or 5 fingers. You can go like this. You can do the other hand. It's very forgiving process. So you can sometimes if I'm tapping in the car, I just tap on my thigh with my hand, like or you can do your shoulder anywhere. Anyway, as long as you get the point, right? So the hand, according to keep on tapping, according to Louise Hay, she talks about the hand. If you have, so Suzy hurt her right hand. So this might be issues that you have with, so the negative belief system that Louise Hay says is about hands is a problem with holding and handling, clutching and gripping, grasping and letting go, caressing, pinching, all ways of dealing with experiences. Pretty wide range of emotional connections that you could use with that. And so Suzy's experience yesterday was that she wasn't that her teacher was not happy with how fast she was doing her work, and so she felt very stressed, and that's why we're tapping on that. We're going to relieve stress, and we're also going to boost the immune system with tapping on these 5,000-year-old acupressure meridian endpoints, because research has shown that 1 week of tapping and meditation will reduce your cortisol levels by 37%, and it will also increase your immune system by 113% is what the biological markers for immunoglobulins do. They go up 113% in 1 week of tapping. So we're going to do 10 minutes of tapping or a little bit more each day. And I wanted to show you also, so Louise Hay says a positive affirmation that we're going to do to help us to go to a better place with hands, like for Suzy, is I choose to handle all my experiences, so keep on tapping, I choose to handle all of my experiences with love, with joy, and with ease. Okay? So that's what Louise Hay says about it. Keep on tapping. I also wanted to show you that with stress, so the cortisol markers are a stress marker, and when we are tapping on this point in particular, so anytime you have stress, so next time, Suzy, you have the experience of confronting or being with this teacher, I want you can tap right here behind your back if you want to, or just on your lap, just tap, 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 because what this does, tapping on this acupressure point right here, is it blocks the signals of the neurons from sending the, the signal down the neuron to the amygdala. And the amygdala is our fight flight complex system in our brain that sends out the cortisol. And that tells us, send the oxygen from your brain down to your arms and legs so you can run from the perceived threat. And then today in the world, there are a lot of, for other people who are listening, there are other perceived threats and actual threats in the world that can feel quite overwhelming. So this is a wonderful thing to tap on when you're having experience of overwhelm, so that you can think about the next right thing to do in the process of maybe creating, a social transformation that is cooperative and collaborative. I'm thinking more like, the protests, which are very important, that we change this paradigm of our thinking, that we all are interconnected, and that what we as a human race, I just watched a great movie last night called Before We Vanish, and it's about how love actually saves the human race. And so this is a way to act instead of acting from a place of fear, as our brains are evolutionarily prepared to do. Then we can act from a place of consciousness and from perceiving what is the next right thing to do without having that flood of emotions come to our brain and not allow us to have that clear thinking that we need to have in order to evolve in a great way here on our earth, and have everyone be successful. So we can tap, and like Louise Hay says, I choose to handle all of my experiences with love, with joy, and with ease. Maybe we need to set up community meetings in every town and county across the nation about racism, about systemic racism, and about the climate. And so we can address these very, very powerful and urgent needs right now. So I wanted to also show you keep on tapping. I wanted to show you Richard Davidson's research. He says that brain studies show it takes less than 1 second for the brain to register a word or trigger a statement, or even keep on tapping. Richard Davidson says that brain studies show that it takes less than 1 second for the brain to register a word or trigger a statement, or even a single word to trigger an emotional reaction. By the time, keep tapping and breathing, nice deep breaths, by the time we recognize we are under stress, our access to remembered skills and rational thinking is greatly impaired. We are unable to be objective and consider a problem realistically. Stress can result in a drain of more than 70% of blood from the frontal lobes, the cognitive centers of the brain, where you think about the next best thing to do. We can't think straight. And with oxygen flow to our brains being reduced as a result of being stressed, our brains just can't think right. So here's a picture of the capillaries before and 14 seconds after a stress signal. They contract by over 70%. See that? See how good the blood flow is here in the brain here, carrying oxygen, right? And then here, after the stress signal, 14 seconds after that, that's almost too soon for us to even perceive that a stress event occurred. So we're actually in contracting, our brains are actually entering a state of not having enough blood flow to the prefrontal cortex before we even perceive what the trigger is. So if you know that you're going to have a trigger, and handling an experience with love and joy if you see someone, like for Suzy, when you see this person, just you can tap behind your back, all right, and just say Louise's statement. I handle all experiences with love and joy, and I hope your hand is going to feel better. Um, it will soon, as long as you take care of it. You use your prefrontal cortex to think about what to do. So here we go. We're going to tap on our perceived radiant health, okay? And then the what we're going to do is first we're going to tap on any resistances to that radiant health, and then we're going to tap on allowing ourselves to feel that we have the capability to receive that radiant health and handle it. And then we're going to tap on that vision of I am that person, I am that radiant being. Okay, so first round will be first thing is the setup statement. Even though I feel stressed, that's what Suzy feels about handling all experiences and having radiant health, then I deeply and completely love and accept myself. We do that 3 times. That's a setup statement here, and then we do 3 rounds of tapping. All right? So the resistance to that image of perfect health is the first round. The second round is deserving it, and the third round will be like I am that image. I am that. Okay? So here we go. Tapping on the karate chop point, and you just follow along with me. Even though I have this fear of this event, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So you repeat the sentences. Suzy's repeating it on the phone with me, and you repeat what I say. Not what I just said right there, but even though I have fear about seeing this person and meeting up to their expectations, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have this fear about not meeting and handling the experiences that I need to handle, I deeply and completely forgive, trust, accept, respect, and love myself. Even though I have experiences that worry me, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Okay. This resistance, this obstruction, this thing getting in the way, this obstruction to my view of perfect health, this feeling inside me that I can't have perfect health, this resistance inside of me, this resistance that's blocking my view of perfect radiant health, this resistance to my view of perfect radiant health. Inner eye. I am deserving of radiant health. Outer eye. I'm not deserving of radiant health. Under the eye, we're going to stay here for a little while. This is a stomach meridian. I am in radiant health. I am without radiant health. I am me with or without radiant health. I accept all of me with or without radiant health. I am me with COVID-19 in my world. I am me with COVID-19 not in my world. I am me with or without COVID-19 in my world. I can handle it with joy, ease, and with love and consciousness. I know there are 3 simple rules to follow around COVID-19. Don't give it, don't get it, and know it's airborne and dangerous. I can wear a mask. I can socially distance 6 feet apart, greater. And I can wash my hands well. I am me, and I am safe, with or without COVID-19 in my world. I can handle all these experiences with love and social transformation. Under the nose, I deserve this profound experience of health. Chin, I resonate with this profound experience of health. Collarbone, the energy of health is in me. Under the arm, I deserve this beautiful energy of radiant health. Top of the head, I choose to handle all my experiences of radiant health with love, joy, and ease. Inner eye, I walk with radiant health. Outside the eye, we're going to stay here for a little while. Close your eyes and envision yourself in beautiful radiant health. See yourself glowing with health, with or without COVID-19 in your life. See that radiant, radiant being. Beautiful Suzy. Okay, you can open your eyes, keep on tapping on the outer eye point. I would talk as that person. I walk as that person. Repeating after me. I talk and walk and perceive radiant health. I am that person. I talk and walk and perceive radiant health. I am that person. Yeah. Okay, under the eye, I believe as that person. Under the nose, I am that person. Chin, I am that person with radiant health. Collarbone, I walk, talk, and perceive as that person. Under the arm, I handle my radiant health with joy and ease. Top of the head, I am that radiant being of health in mind, body, and spirit. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. A little bit later today, I'm going to do a short one on breathing. Bye. Great to see you.